Welcome to Highly Sensitive Healing. I'm Lauren LaSalle, a former therapist, a highly sensitive person, and a mentor for HSPs. For too long, I felt like there was something wrong with me. I felt everything deeply, sounds, emotions, other people's moods, and I learned pretty early on just to push through, to quiet my intuition, and to try to keep up with what everyone else was doing and what society expected of me. But the truth is, my sensitivity was never the problem. I just didn't have the language, support, or tools to understand it. This podcast was created for highly sensitive people who are tired of trying to toughen up or fix themselves and are ready to heal in a way that honors how they're wired. Here, we talk about nervous system regulation, unhelpful thought patterns, emotional overwhelm, and self-trust through a gentle, compassionate lens. You don't need to become someone new to feel better. You don't need to push harder or try more. You get to learn how to care for yourself in ways that actually work for you. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, misunderstood, or like you were carrying too much, this space is for you. My hope is that each episode helps you feel a little less alone and a little more at home in yourself. So, wherever you're listening from, welcome. Take a breath, settle in, and let's begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Wow, today is a weird day because, it's about 10:30 a.m. when I record this, but this morning my daughter woke up at about 4:40 and came to our bedroom and said that she had a bad dream. And she has been up since then. And she also came back into our room at 5:40 and woke me up, and then the baby woke up, and so we all have just been awake for far too long. So I feel like it should be a couple hours later than it is right now. It feels a little weird, but here we are. I told myself this morning we are going to have a great morning, which we mostly did. Told myself we're going to have a great day. I am going to feel energized. It's a beautiful day outside. We're going to do this. We're not going to think about the lack of sleep because that's just sort of how it goes. So here I am. I wasn't really sure what to record today because my brain's a little bit on the not functioning very well side right now, like more than usual. So I was looking through all my ideas and I found one that I really like, and I think I could also probably use this reminder today. So today I'm going to talk about taking some time to notice things that bring you joy. And while this might sound super simple, which it is, it's also something that I think in our society we tend to forget sometimes, because I know just this morning I was talking to my husband about the fact that I feel like I'm just like go, go, go all the time. And it's really hard to slow down sometimes, especially when you have kids, little kids too. Because there's constantly stuff to do and you feel like you're always behind on things. And so this was a good reminder to me to just stop and notice things that bring you joy. And that can really add a lot to your day. So here we go. So one of the most pleasant ways to cultivate mindfulness is to notice the things that bring you joy. And by taking the time to appreciate these moments, you are training your mind to recognize more of them in the future. That's just how our brains work. The things that you focus on is what your brain continues to focus on. So in this practice, you can take a short walk and notice what makes you happy. So you're going to want to find somewhere to walk. It might be a park, on a trail, just around the block. It doesn't need to be anywhere special. And before you start this walk, stand up and take a few deep breaths. Be mindful about these breaths. Notice the feeling of the breath in your nose. Ground yourself in the sensation of your feet on the ground, tuning into the weight of your body and the gravity holding you down. and then just start walking at a normal pace. And while you are walking, start to look around for something that you like. And while you may not love everything that you see or experience, there are likely going to be sights, feelings, and sounds that you do like. And these can be as simple as a color or a shape of something, not even the actual thing itself. And when you notice something that you like, say to yourself, I like that tree, or I like the color blue, I like the birds chirping. You can say this silently in your head whenever you notice something that you enjoy, or if you want, you can even say it out loud. Whatever works for you. Remember, there is no right or wrong with this practice. Just be true to yourself and whatever you like. And if your mind starts to wander off, which it likely will, or falls into some sort of judgment, just bring yourself back to the present moment by grounding yourself in the feeling of your feet on the ground as you walk. And then open back up to the experiences you are enjoying. So take 10 to 15 minutes to do this, and then just return back to your regular day. And if this is something that you find helpful, make an effort to bring this practice into your life with you, whether it's daily, a couple times a week, just as you feel like you need it. You don't even have to be going on a walk all the time. Just whenever you notice something that you enjoy, no matter how subtle it may be, just note to yourself that you like it. Because like I said earlier, that is training your brain to notice things that you enjoy. If we are always focusing on things that we don't like, our brain is going to be trained to continue to focus on things that we don't like. So now what we want to do is reverse that. And luckily, our brains are so malleable that we can do that. We can rewire our brains. We can refocus our brains. Sometimes it just takes time. It takes repetition, but we can do it. And I know this because I've done it. All right, so that is all I have for you today. Short but sweet. I hope you find this so helpful and incorporate this into your life. I know this is something that I am trying to do more of. Just slow down, actually notice things, especially things that I want to be noticing and that I enjoy. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening to Highly Sensitive Healing. You can help support the podcast by taking a minute to rate and review it, share your favorite episode with a friend, or become a subscriber on Patreon. Visit laurenlasalle.com for information about my mentorship programs, join my email list to stay up to date with how I can support you, as well as exclusive email list perks, and connect with me on Instagram at I am Lauren LaSalle. Happy healing.